Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and there is some very exciting news obviously in the market, and that's why this video is coming up. I thought I'm going to share it all with you. So the Thar 5-door is coming. It's really close to the launch. So the big rumor is that it's going to be launching on 15th August, and that's what Mahindra has done in the past. They have launched vehicles on 15th of August and these national kind of days, which are important. So 15th August is when we are going to see the Thar 5-door in flesh. I think there's going to be a big media buzz, and all the journalists will be invited, and the vehicles will be given, and there would be probably an embargo for the first 1 week or so, before they can actually tell you how the vehicle is. But I think on 15th August you will actually see what models are coming in, what variants, what gearboxes, what engines, all those things will be clear, what features the vehicle is coming with. The pricing may be a little delayed. Okay, so 15th August is the big day for Thar 5-door. It's also going to be the biggest launch of the year in my opinion, because Mahindra, the way they have actually captured this SUV market and the SUV frenzy in the Indian market, what we have seen is that XUV was sold out for the coming 3 years, 4 years, or whatever it was, in just a matter of few minutes. And I think Thar was also like that. Thar was also running a big waiting period. It's still running waiting periods of months and months. And my friend also just got an XUV 700, and he was waiting for I think 3 or 4 months for his vehicle, or probably more than that. So there's a huge wait for these vehicles. These are a lot in demand. Everybody wants them. The prices are great. The features are great, and the way Mahindra is marketing them, it's going to be one of the biggest launches automatically. Like, there's just no two ways about it. Okay, so what the purpose of this video is that I'm going to be telling you some things that are basically some rumors which are floating around. Ki Thar mein kya hoga, the new Thar 5-door, what kind of a vehicle is it, what kind of features will it have, what engines, what gearboxes, what two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, what's happening, so all those things I'm going to tell you right now. I've got some notes here, and I'm going to be putting this also on the screen so that you don't miss what I'm saying. Okay, so let's start. So what we know so far. So Mahindra 15th August is launching. Soft bookings I think would be open right now. I haven't called the dealer and asked them, but I believe soft bookings they would have started taking. Maybe I don't know, 10, 15,000, 20,000 rupees. That kind of a booking must be already going on, in my opinion. Okay, so if you really want to book your Thar and not get it after a year, it's better that you already book it if you're really interested in it. Okay, so more on that. So obviously it's going to be a longer vehicle. It's going to have 5 doors, so 2 in the front that are already there in the small Thar, but there would be 2 in the back also, and then there would be the area for the luggage. So it's not going to be 3-row vehicle. It's going to be a 2-row vehicle with luggage at the back, space for luggage at the back. So it's going to have a bench seat at the back with an armrest in the center. So it's going to be a 5-seater, and it will have a lot of new electronics in it. We have already seen in the spy pictures, it will have 360-degree camera, and it will have a bigger touchscreen. So it will have a 10.5-inch touchscreen. I think the one that my Thar has is about, I don't know, 7 or 8 inches screen, which is quite a small screen by today's standards. So it's going to have a 10.5-inch touchscreen, which is going to have obviously updated software. It's going to look nicer. It'll be brighter. It'll be more touch sensitive. So expect those improvements. 6 airbags instead of 2. Airbags on the side also. It's going to have 2 in front. The global NCAP safety, like I said, the old Thar had scored 4 stars. Now this one has 6 airbags, and obviously it's going to be a very modified and updated Thar. So it will have a lot of improvements in safety. So I'm pretty sure that it is going to score somewhat 5 stars, because the XUV 700 and the Scorpio also had scored 5 stars in the global NCAP. So safety is going to definitely go up. Obviously you'll have those 360-degree cameras and all that. Also it will have updated engines, because of that there'll be more power in this vehicle, and because it will have more power, it will also have rear disc brakes. The present Thar has rear drum brakes. It only has the disc brakes out in the front, but this one is definitely going to have the rear disc brakes, and that's what has been seen in the spy pictures already, with Thars roaming around in that camouflage on the roads and people clicking their pictures. That's where people have seen rear disc brakes that are going to come, which is a good thing. Obviously with additional power you need better stopping power, and also it's going to be a heavier vehicle compared to the old Thar. So if it is going to be heavier, then obviously it needs more power to stop, So safety, better brakes, disc brakes at the rear. I think probably certain models, which are the top end models, they'll have the sunroof. And yeah, those are the electronic bits and the usual bits. What I'm going to talk to you about is the engines now. So engines are going to be the same, but they're going to be in a different state of tune. So the 130 bhp diesel, 150 bhp petrol, and the 1.5 liter petrol, those engines will be there, but the engine power would be higher. It would be somewhat in the Scorpio range, and it will also have better suspension. So the suspension is going to be borrowed, I think, from the Scorpio. The Scorpio has a more complicated sort of a setup which gives a better ride, but the regular Thar doesn't have that. The regular Thar has got very basic suspension, which is why it gives a very bouncy ride. Okay, so that's what is something, so it's going to have a more sophisticated setup, the new Thar 5-door, and because of that it will be more comfortable. And two diesels will be there, the 1.5 and the 2.2 liter diesel, that is we already see. The 4x4 would be in the diesel and the 2.2 petrol turbo. So 4x2 would be available in basically the 1.5 liter diesel and the 2 liter petrol turbo. Okay, so these are the combinations. I think these combinations are the same as what we get right now in the present Thar. So the 4x2, I would call it the rear wheel drive actually, because it is a rear RWD. That's what they brand it as. So that's about it on the drivetrain and engines. Alloy wheels, there would be two types of alloy wheels that we have seen. So I was following some YouTube channels and I've seen that there are two different types of alloy wheels. It is very difficult to ascertain the size of the alloy wheel, but both seem to be 18 inches. One was a basic sort of a looking alloy wheel, and there was one which was more shiny and a little jazzy. I don't like both of them. They both look very bad. I like the existing Thar alloy wheels. They look very simple and smart, I believe. That's why I've not changed them. Okay, so now these were the rumors of the 5-door Thar, and what we think it's going to be coming up with based on what people have seen on the camouflage vehicles running around everywhere. Okay, now what my personal thoughts are. So I'm going to quickly run through the personal thoughts of what I think. So I think the stability of this vehicle will improve overall compared to the 3-door Thar. It is going to be a longer wheelbase. So longer wheelbase car is more stable when it's running at high speed, okay, or compared to a shorter wheelbase car, because the height would be the same, the weight on the top of the vehicle is sort of similar, and the vehicle is generally higher. The ladder frame vehicles have a little bit of weight on top of the vehicle, so they are generally slightly more unstable than compared to for example the monocoque vehicles, for example the XUV 700. Okay, so in this, because of the more sophisticated suspension setup that they are going to borrow from the Scorpio, and because of the longer wheelbase overall and better, I think more improvements to the vehicle because they've been engineering this for the last 2 years, I think the stability is going to be improved, and it's going to be better to drive, especially on slightly challenging roads. You're not going to be swinging left and right a lot. That's my personal thought. Like I said, better suspension from Scorpio, and space will improve, of course, because it's a bigger vehicle. It's not going to improve drastically, but it's going to be plenty for you to overland with, or things like that. When you want to carry a lot of luggage and you want to have all your family members accompany you, that was a disadvantage of this 3-door Thar that we right now have. So this will be more of a more complete vehicle where you can go off-road a little, go into the challenging places without any fear of getting stuck anywhere, and you can also do that with the whole of your family and friends, because you can seat for 3, 4, 5 people in this, and with a lot of luggage room at the back. So that is one advantage. I think that is a very solid advantage. One thing is that because it's got a longer wheelbase, it is going to have slightly a challenging, it'll come into challenging situations much quicker, because obviously the wheels are further apart. So the ground clearance, even if it's the same, when it is crossing humps and things like that, it'll be more prone to scraping. But then that we'll have to see, right, when it starts coming on the roads. Overall quality would definitely improve. Like I said, that quality is going to be better because they've been working on this, and this would sort of be not a completely next generation Thar. It is because Thar is going to go on for more than 10 years right now, this particular model. So they'll keep improving it, a lot in between. So this would be a very, very improved model. And there would be a lot of lessons learned by Mahindra in all this time of selling the existing Mahindra Thar. So they're going to be implementing those fixes and whatever they learned from those lessons in this Thar for sure. So I expect this to be a more complete and a more solid, nicer product overall, with more finesse and practicality. And the bookings are going to be sky high right now as soon as it starts, as soon as they start taking bookings. I suggest that it's better that you, if in case you are very serious about this vehicle, buying this vehicle, I don't think there would be any defects as such, because this usually has all the same mechanicals, the same engines, pretty much the same electronics it's going to have. So I don't think there is any worry about that. It's a very reliable vehicle, and very people haven't had any major issues since this vehicle has been launched. It launched in 2020. It's been almost 4 years since this vehicle has been on the roads. So I really think that if anybody is serious about buying a Mahindra Thar 5-door, they should just go ahead and book it and not worry about anything else. So that was my few cents about what the rumor mill is about the Thar 5-door, and I'll try and make another video when it comes, when it launches. I'll probably go and take a look at it, and for that, for you to be able to see that, you guys will have to make sure that you follow my channel, and please subscribe and please like this video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Ciao, bye.